Welcome to this meditation. It's one where we move from chaos to calm by intentionally enlisting the senses, leaning into the senses to support us and to create a sanctuary, a safe haven when chaos is swirling all around you. Hope you enjoy. Our session tonight is one where we move from chaos to calm. And I know for a lot of people, particularly, people who have got kids at home at the moment and homeschooling and all of that stuff going on, the home can be really chaotic. But aside from that, from what's in our immediate environment, this situation that we're in at the moment is also pretty chaotic because there's a lot of uncertainty around everything. And we're all rewriting what our new normal is. And of course, at the back end of this, we will be rewriting our new normal again. So there is inherent chaos with this experience that we're navigating right now. In this meditation, I'm offering an opportunity to lean into the senses, to really dive in deep with each of our senses in order to create a sanctuary to come to when you're dealing with chaos. Some might call it going to your happy place. That's it. But I really hope you'll benefit from this one and that it's something that you might call on when you need to. And I'd love your feedback, of course. So if you find it helpful, please let me know. Just give me a little message. And I'd love to hear your thoughts always on what I'm doing with these sessions. So we'll begin when you're ready. Just settling in now, whether you're lying or whether you're seated. Settling into your practice and giving yourself just a moment or two to find an extra 5% more comfort, more symmetry in how you're positioned. If you're seated, you might sense the crown floating over the sternum floating over the tailbone over the earth. If you're lying down, you might lift your head up for a moment, just really lengthen through the back of your neck, and then place your head back down again. And pressing the pause button on any distractions, any concerns, any to-do lists. Letting all these things just sit by the side of you now and giving yourself this time to be completely present where you are. And starting to tune into your breathing now. Aware of the rise and the fall of your breath. Noticing too those tiny pauses that are there in between the movements of the breath. These little resting places as the inhalation finishes and the exhale starts. And as the exhale finishes and the inhalation starts. And each time you're breathing out, feeling yourself making more and more contact with the surface that's supporting you. Every exhalation, allowing yourself to be a little more rested, to be a little more relaxed, and a little more held in comfort where you are. And during this meditation, if you find your thoughts have wandered, just return back to your breathing. Return to the simplicity of the inhalation and the exhalation. Finding your way back in again. setting an intention to remain aware, relaxed, and present, and allowing whatever happens to happen, welcoming each moment of this meditation just as it is. And now picture yourself walking briskly through a park that is close to your home. You're in a little bit of a rush for no particular reason, except it's another busy day. You're a busy person. You're heading for home. You notice the sky is conflicted. There's patches of blue and there's rolling clouds as well. And as you get to the middle of the park, you notice a change in the smell of the air around you, that change that indicates it's about to start raining. And the birds are making a flurry of noises as they flee to their hollows and nests. The air feels noticeably cooler. And then without announcement, the first drops of rain start to fall. Big wet drops smacking you in your upturned face. You move to shelter under a broad-limbed tree. You'll wait for the rain to pass. And all of this is less than ideal, inconvenient to say the least. You're not dressed for the weather, you realize as you're crouching down under that tree, and you become aware of frustration rising inside of you, a little anger as well. But there's nothing you can do. This just is what it is. Something inside you tells you if you're going to be stuck in the rain, you might as well choose to be in the rain. You're not really in a rush. You do have some time to wait it out. And home is close by. So dry clothes and a hot cup of tea are not too far away at all. See yourself crouching under this tree and wrapping your arms around yourself, and here you take a deep breath and a slow exhalation, and you wait. All senses present in relaxed awareness. You close your eyes and take a deep breath in and a slow breath out, and become suddenly aware of the smell of the damp earth underneath your feet. And you can smell a certain clarity in the air too as the raindrops pass through it. And there's another smell, that familiar smell of a wet woolen jumper as it's clinging to your skin, reminding you of rainy days when you were a kid at school. You really feel your skin wet and cool. And you sense the goosebumps bristling on the surface of your forearms. And you're feeling the coolness of the wet earth underneath your feet, even through your shoes. And you feel the tiny rivers of water snaking through your hair and then tumbling raindrops falling across your face. And then see yourself throwing your head back and laughing, opening your mouth wide and letting those big raindrops land on your tongue, tasting the sweet, clear water just like you would when you were little. And then you become aware of the sound in the distance of rumbling clouds a long way away. And you tune into the sound of the rain falling where you are, like white noise all around you, even and measured and constant. And you become aware of the sound of the wind swishing and swirling the autumn leaves into dancing piles of amber and gold. You let your eyes enjoy watching this scene, watching this dance led by the wind and lit by the play of light of the sun as it pops out into the patches of blue sky now and then, playing hide and seek in the rain. And then you let your gaze settle on the raindrops as they hit the blades of green grass just near you, and you watch the bounce of these tiny, clear droplets of water jumping up and then vanishing just like that. And the sun keeps its game of hide and seek going. And even though you're wet through, it's absolutely beautiful being where you are, watching and being present for all of this. A witness to this scene unfolding around you. The tumbling rain, the time and the place. And you know that this sudden downpour will be over soon enough. See yourself looking up now and finding the perfect arc of a rainbow in the distance. Feel yourself being awestruck in childlike wonder at its beauty. Your rational brain declares that it's simply reflection, refraction, and dispersion of light through water droplets. But something else inside you feels a much greater sense of awe and even magic. Something beautiful and amazing is happening right now because of the rain. Without the downpour, there wouldn't be a perfect rainbow holding your gaze right now at all. And you see the wonder in that. Can you imagine now that you can expand your awareness so broadly and float your witnessing self right up to the center of that arc of the rainbow in the distance? And just rest there, watching this scene from that perspective, witnessing it all. To see yourself now crouching under that tree, observing all that is around you, senses aware, seeing, smelling, hearing, tasting, and feeling. completely present where you have found yourself, and feeling this sense of acceptance, calmness, and even gratitude as this unexpected, unwelcome, and inconvenient rain continues to fall. Taking some time now to just let yourself be immersed in this scene, leaning into the senses and creating that sense of expansion of space around all that is going on. I'll mind the time, and I'll bring you back in with my singing bowl soon enough. And in this deeply relaxed state, senses aware and present, and of witnessing you being there with what is, as it is. Can you set an intention to let yourself find this space again? To hold a picture of this space so clear in your mind, so embedded into all of your senses now, this little patch of earth under that big old tree in the rain. And when you find moments in your life where frustration is arising, or anger or uncertainty, calling up that snapshot of this scene where you've been resting in calmness, by just taking one sideways step in your mind and one long, luscious exhale, and allowing yourself to tune right into your senses again. Feeling, hearing, seeing, tasting, smelling. Aware of all the many tiny details. And then also inviting a sense of space around this, of perspective, of fresh eyes, fresh senses. And accepting that gift with gratitude of steadiness and of calm that you've created for yourself. You get to choose calm over chaos every single time. And now, being aware of the light playing on the inside of your eyelids, where you are. You might notice a fluttering sensation in the eyelids as well. You might tune into your own heart beating, feeling that. Feeling the air against your skin, the taste in your mouth. You might become aware of the subtle sounds in your space where you are, and the more prominent ones. Bringing yourself back from this meditation and treating yourself gently as you come out. Bringing a little movement to your fingers and toes and deepening your breathing. When you're ready, starting to blink your eyes open gently. Returning to the rest of your evening. Returning to your space. Thank you for practicing meditation with me. I hope it was of benefit. Take care now. Namaste.